Toxic relationship behavior isn't just about arguing or jealousy. They can also involve more subtle actions that affect the way you see yourself and the world. Identifying which relationship dynamics are harming your mental health can help you make decisions and protect yourself. Signs you're in a toxic relationship. How to tell if your relationship is toxic starts with awareness. What is considered toxic in a relationship can depend on many factors, including your culture, how you were raised, and how the behavior affects you. Some signs that your relationship may be toxic include not feeling safe, being emotionally and financially dependent on your partner, feeling unhappy, walking on eggshells around your partner, doubting yourself, not being able to say or do things you wish you could. 7 toxic behaviors you need to be aware of. Many behaviors that are harmful in relationships are about power and control. Here are 7 toxic behaviors you need to be aware of. Number 1. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is when you make someone question their own sanity, experience, and reality. Gaslighting is one of the most common forms of emotional manipulation and toxic behavior that you should not tolerate. It's good to identify ways to deal with gaslighting. Number 2. Humiliating. Humiliation is toxic behavior that can come in the form of harsh criticism or sarcastic jokes at your expense. While some partners enjoy playful banter with each other, comments or behaviors that are hurtful or target your insecurities can be more than just funny remarks. Number 3. Isolating. Isolation isn't always as obvious as taking you to a remote island. Sometimes isolation can occur discreetly and gradually over a long period of time. When this happens, you often don't realize it until you find yourself disconnected from friends and family and without a support system. You may notice that your partner always has an excuse to skip social events. They may complain about how your friends are a bad influence or how they feel uncomfortable in your family. In other cases, they may forget that you had this special occasion and instead plan a romantic dinner at the same time. Maybe they get sick right before they go to visit your cousin, or they suddenly need your support for your girls' night out. Number 4. Stonewalling. Stonewalling shuts down and refuses to communicate. Stonewalling is sometimes referred to as the silent treatment. Some partners may have difficulty communicating their emotions, especially when they are angry. But deliberately ignoring or detaching from you can be a form of toxic relationship punishment. Number 5. Threatening. Threats can be subtle in words, but they're often direct and intended to make you feel afraid or suspicious. They can be directed at you, but also at things or people you care about. Number 6. Blame shifting. Blame shifting is when you are upset about something, and instead of taking responsibility, they turn it on you. This behavior can take the form of saying, "If you, then I wouldn't." Shifting the blame can make you feel guilty. It refutes your own feelings about something. It can distract from what you feel and need to what you allegedly did or didn't do. Number 7. Forcing dependence. Some couples have one partner who pays most of the bills and does the behind-the-scenes paperwork. This decision may be mutually agreed upon and may be part of the division of roles and responsibilities in the relationship. However, sometimes it can be toxic behavior designed to leave you helpless and dependent on your partner. When you don't have access to financial accounts, aren't allowed to read documents, or don't know about certain things, you may find that you have to rely on your partner to make decisions. This can make it more likely that you'll stay in an abusive situation because you don't have the means to leave or aren't sure how to leave without losing everything. How to step out of toxic relationships. Following these 4 strategies can help you break free from toxic relationships and live a healthy life. Number 1. Gray Rock Method. The Gray Rock Method is a form of communication that aims to make someone who is using abusive behavior lose interest. It means keeping your interactions brief and offering them uninteresting, boring answers that they can't engage with. The Greystone method is not for every toxic situation and can escalate some types of abusive behavior. It is recommended that you discuss the use of this technique with a professional first. Number 2. Prioritize boundaries. Boundaries are there to help protect your physical and mental well-being. If you have set boundaries, stick to them. They can help you retain things that are important to your individuality. Boundaries can be behaviors such as not tolerating name-calling or blaming. If this happens once, the limit has been crossed. If it happens again, this may be your warning. This can be a toxic situation. Number 3. Spend time with friends and family. Sometimes when you're isolated, it can be easy to lose sight of what healthier behavior might look like. When we get some space from a manipulative partner, we begin to see that there are healthier ways of functioning and healing. Spending time with loved ones also helps you maintain a support system you can rely on when needed. Number 4. Seek professional support. Recognizing toxic relationship behavior isn't always easy. If you feel you are in a toxic relationship, a mental health professional can help you classify the behaviors that are troubling you. The therapist may also be able to determine if the behavior could be resolved with therapy, or if you may need to end the relationship. Depending on how abusive the situation is, determine what course of action should be taken. Sometimes planning and preparation is necessary, especially if children are involved or you could be in danger. Being in a toxic relationship can affect your mental health and the way you see the world. Identifying harmful behavior is the first step to self-protection. If you're in an abusive or toxic relationship and aren't sure where to turn, consider talking to someone right away. And there you have it, folks, the toxic traits that might be silently undermining your relationships. Remember, recognizing these traits is the first step toward a healthier, more fulfilling partnership. Engage in open, respectful communication, set healthy boundaries, and work together to overcome these challenges. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who could benefit. Until next time, take care, foster positivity, and nurture your relationships.